Hello learners, I am Parikshit and welcome to another exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. Today's agenda, time and work basics. That's what we are going to discuss for the next 15-20 minutes. Remember, I'm going to show you a lot of super awesome methods to solve sums which otherwise could be really difficult. So make sure that you view this entire 15-20 minutes to master the basics of time and work for your CAT. Let's get started. Okay, this is me, your educator on the Unacademy platform with the highest live class rating. A lot of happenings on Unacademy in the next few days. 21st of April, a quantitative genius batch starts. 24th of April, a score booster batch. And on the 28th of April, a round the clock batch. Now, if you are interested in any of these batches, or for that matter, if you are interested to enroll on Iconic CAT 2021, remember to use the code Parikshit Live because you get 10% discount while subscribing to Plus or to Iconic. A lot of learners in CAT 2020 were a part of our Plus batches and they were all India toppers. Some of them are on your screen. I always feel very happy to say that we have 100 percentilers in LRDI and 99.98, 99.9 overall percentilers, a lot of them. You definitely can be one amongst the next. Let's get started. Okay, let's pull in the questions on the screen. Yes. So let's read the questions together and try to attempt them, right? What you need to understand is the workflow, the thought process that I follow. Okay, the thought process is very important. Okay, let's get started. Let's look at question number 1. A can complete a work in 20 days. B can complete the same work in 30 days, while C can do the same work in 60 days. Remember, I gave this question as an assignment yesterday, so I'll complete this today. They start together. A leaves after 3 days and B leaves 4 days before the work was originally scheduled to be completed. For how many days did C work? So you know what? A takes 20 days to complete, B 30 days, and C takes 60 days. So first step is always assume the total work to be something. Okay? Always assume the total work to be something. Whatever number you want, you can assume. But I think to make your calculations easy, if you assume a number which is divisible by 20 as well as by 30 as well as by 60, your calculations will be easy. In other words, I'm saying assume the LCM of 20, 30 and 60 to make your calculations easy. But for that matter, you can assume any number, you'll get the same answer. So let total work is 60 units. Now you know what? A completes the work in 20 days. If A completes the work in 20 days, can I say in one day A would have done 60 by 20, so basically 3 units per day. Correct? What about B? B does the same work in 30 days. So can I say in one day B must be doing 60 by 30, which is 2 units per day. What about C? C does the work in 60 days. So in one day C must be doing 1 unit per day. 1 unit per day. So I think up till here, it's easy to follow. Now remember, had they been working together, how much work would have they done in one day? If all the 3 would have worked together, how much work would have done per day? Add the 3 numbers, 3 plus 2 plus 1. So can I say in one day, they would have basically done 6 units per day. 6 units per day. Correct? Now let's see what has happened. What has actually happened? A leaves after 3 days. A leaves after 3 days. So can I say in 3 days, how much work A would have completed? One day A does 3 units. So in 3 days, A would have done a total of 9 units. A total of 9 units. Correct? What about B? B leaves 4 days before the work was originally scheduled to be completed. Now remember, B has not worked for 4 days. That's not the interpretation. What is the interpretation? B leaves 4 days before the work was originally scheduled to be completed. So when was the work originally scheduled to be completed? when was the work originally scheduled to be completed? Yes, you need to find out that. You need to find out that when was the work originally scheduled to be completed? Remember, total work is 60 units, and in one day, if all the three would have worked together, they would have done 6 units per day. So can I say the original work was scheduled to be completed in 10 days? In 10 days. Would you agree to this? Original work was scheduled to be completed in 10 days. Why? Total work was 60 and they do 6 units per day together. So 60 by 6, 10 units per day. Remember, B leaves 4 days before the work was scheduled to be completed. So can I say 10 minus 4, basically B has worked for 6 days. 10 days work would have completed, B leaves 4 days before. So B worked for 6 days. So in one day, B does 2 units. So in 6 days, B would have done 12 units. B would have done 12 units. Follow? Perfect. So next the question is, for how many days did C work? Think about it. Total how much work is completed now? 9 plus 12. 21 units is completed. 21 units is completed. 9 plus 12, right? So how much remains? How much remains? Total work minus whatever is completed. 9 plus 12 is what has been completed till date. So can I say 60 minus 21 is basically 39 units remain to be completed. 39 units. Correct? So how many days did C take to complete this 39 units? Remember, who must have done this 39 units? Obviously C. Why? Because you have calculated A's work. You have calculated B's work. So obviously whatever is remaining, who will be doing it? C. So how much work does C needs to do? 39 units. In one day, how much does C do? C does 1 unit per day. So obviously to do 39 units, C would have taken 39 days. That's your answer. That's your answer. So answer for the first question is 39 days. Followed? See, the question is very easy provided you think logically. Remember, the step is to assume some number and then go ahead from there. Assume the total work and then calculate. It becomes very easy. Okay, let's go to question number 2. So every question in time and work, right? This is how we will do. This is how we intend to do every question in time and work. Let's check this. Let's look at number 2. A and B can do a work in 20 days and 30 days respectively. If they work on alternate days, then find the number of days in which the work will be completed. So let's start again. Let total work be some number. Whatever number you want, you can assume. But if you assume a number which is divisible by 20 as well as by 30, your calculations will be easy. You can assume any number. But my suggestion is assume a number which is divisible by 20 and 30 so that calculations are easy. So probably you can take the LCM of 20 and 30 or any other number for that matter. I will say let me assume it to be 60 units. Okay. Now what about A? A does the work in 20 days. A does the work in 20 days. So can I say 60 units is done in 20 days? So A has done 3 units per day. Correct? What about B? B has done the entire work in 30 days. So can I say in one day, B has done 2 units per day? 2 units per day. I hope no problem up till here. 2 units per day. If they work on alternate days, so think about it. Can I say A plus B? If I say A plus B, it would mean every 2 days. Remember, alternate means once A, then B. Again A, again B, and so on. So if I do A plus B, so one day A, one day B. In other words, I'm saying in every 2 days, how much of the work is getting completed? 3 plus 2, right? 3 plus 2, which is basically 5 units every 2 days. 5 units are getting completed in every 2 days. Question is asking, find the number of days in which the work will be completed. So think about it. How much is the total work? Total work is 60 units. 60. Every 2 days, 5 units are getting completed. So you need to make sure that this 5 is becoming 60 units. Because for the entire work to get completed, 60 units have to be completed, right? So if 5 has to become 60, logically if you think, you need to multiply 5 with 12. You need to multiply 5 with 12. If you multiply with 12, it'll become 60 and that's what you need. So think about it. Right hand side of the equation, if you multiply with 12, left hand side of the equation also will multiply with 12. After all, they are equal. After all, they are equal. So right hand side, if you are multiplying with 12, left hand side also you will multiply with 12. So 2 into 12, 24. So what's your answer? 24 days. What's your answer? 24 days. That's the answer for the second one. Followed? Any doubt in this? People who are viewing me live, if you have a doubt, you can always ask. Are we clear on this? Perfect. Let's go to the third one. Let's go to question number 3. So time and work over the next few days, we are going to do a lot of sums. And I suggest you follow all these questions because I'm going to help you build your thought process in a very, very easy manner. Okay, that's very important. We make the chapter and we keep the chapter easy. Okay, that's very important. The process, the method that we are following. Let's look at number 3. A completes a piece of work in 10 days. B completes the same. B completes it in 15 days. Together with C, they completed in 3 days. Find the share of C from the total wage of rupees 600. Okay, again the same process I'm going to repeat. Let total work be some amount, be some number. Okay, so whatever number you want, you can take. But as I always say, if you assume a number which is divisible by 10 as well as by 15, it will make your calculations easy. So any number you want, you can assume. But I think better to assume a number which is divisible by 10 as well as by 15. So I think we can take the number to be 30. In other words, I'm saying LCM of 10 and 15 is 30. So let total work is 30 units. What about A? You know what? A is completing the work in 10 days. So 30 units, A completes it in 10 days. So can I say A in 1 day does 3 units per day? 3 units per day. What about B? B is completing the work in 15 days. Remember, work means 30 units. B completes the work in 15 days. So can I say in 1 day, B is completing 2 units per day. 2 units per day. Correct? So if A and B happen to work together, if A and B happen to work together, how much of the work they would be doing? If they work together, so A completes 3 units, B is completing 2 units. So in 1 day, A and B together would be completing 5 units per day. 5 units per day, right? Now what is the question saying? I'll go back to the question. What is the question saying? Together with C, they complete it in 3 days. Okay. So A and B in 1 day completes 5 units. Remember, they say entire work is getting completed in 3 days. So obviously, how much A plus B would be doing in 3 days? 3 days. Remember, 1 day 5 units. So in 3 days, A plus B would be doing 3 into 5. So basically 15 units. Basically 15 units. But you know what? The question says, the question is telling you a very interesting thing. It tells you in 3 days, the work is getting completed. In 3 days, the work is getting completed. How is it possible? Remember, total work is 30 units. A and B in 3 days is able to finish only 15. But question says work is getting completed. It means the remaining work must have been completed by C. Yes, remember there are 3 people. So if out of the 3 people, A and B is doing 15, so obviously the remaining work, which is the remaining work? The remaining work is 30 minus 15. 30 minus whatever A and B are doing must be completed by C. Must have been completed by C. So how much work did C do in those 3 days? 15 units. Question is asking how much money C would have got. Remember, money is distributed according to the work that you do. According to the work that you do. Out of a total work of 30 units, C is doing 15 units. So obviously, C will be getting half of the money. Why? Because he's doing half of the work. As simple as that. So if C is getting half of the money, it means half of 600 would be 300. That's your answer. That's your answer. Do you follow? Very, very easy. Such questions, if you look at the books, you might find it really difficult because of the methods that they follow. But if you think logically and you do the method I am teaching you, you will get your answer within seconds. Any doubt in this? Any doubt? I hope everyone is getting it. I'm looking at the live comments. Yes, people are getting it correct. People are getting it correct. That's super awesome. Perfect. Let's go to question number 4. Let's go to question number 4. Okay. Next, there are 3 pipes P, Q and R which could fill a certain container in 38, 44 and 28 minutes respectively. The container is initially empty. Pipe P is opened at 9:41 a.m. 8 minutes later, pipe Q is open. How many minutes after this should pipe R be open so that the container will get filled at exactly 10 a.m.? Okay. Let's look at number 4 now. Let's look at number 4. Okay. Now think about it. Pipe P. So I can obviously say here also, let total work be some number. Let total work is equal to something. But you know what? Here the numbers are, I think, very calculation intensive. 38, 44 and 28. It means you want to assume the total work to be something which is going to be divisible by these numbers. Now these numbers are not very nice to do the calculations. So what I will do, probably I think there is an easier method would be, let's put it this way. I'll not take total work. Why? Because the numbers are too calculation intensive. Okay. What I will do, I will say P is doing the entire work in 38 minutes. So can I say in 1 minute, basically P is doing 1 by 38 of the work. 1 by 38. Correct? 1 minute, 1 by 38. What about Q? Q is doing the entire work in 44 minutes. So can I say in 1 minute, Q is doing 1 by 44 of the work. What about R? R is doing the entire work in 28 minutes. So in 1 minute, R will be doing 1 by 28 of the work. Correct? Okay. Next, the container is initially empty. Pipe P is opened at 9:41 a.m. 9:41. And remember, all the pipes remain open till what a.m.? The container is filled at exactly 10 a.m. Exactly 10 a.m. So if you open pipe P at 9:41 a.m. and it is open till 10 a.m., can I say P was open for 19 minutes? 19 minutes. Will you agree? Yes. 9:41 to 10 a.m. is 19 minutes. So 1 minute, 1 by 38 P fills. So in 19 minutes, P would have filled 19 into 1 by 38. So basically P would have filled 19 by 38, which is half of the tank. Half of the tank. Similarly, Q. What time Q is open? 8 minutes later. 8 minutes after 9:41. So can I say Q was open at 9:49. 9:41 plus 8 makes it 9:49. So Q was open at 9:49 and it remained open till 10 a.m. So basically Q was open for 11 minutes. 9:41, 8 minutes later. So 9:49 it opened, 10 a.m. till that time it was open. So 9:49 to 10 is 11 minutes. So 1 minute it fills 1 by 44. So in 11 minutes it would fill 11 by 44, which is basically 1/4 of the tank. 1/4 of the tank. Correct? Next, how many minutes after this should pipe R be open? Okay, they are asking when should pipe R be open. Okay, before that, think about it. How much did P and Q fill? How much did P and Q fill? Remember, P has filled half, Q has filled 1/4. So if you do this, take the LCM, 2 plus 1. So basically P plus Q together has filled 3/4 of the tank. P plus Q together has filled 3/4 of the tank. Will you agree? 3/4 of the tank. If that is the case, you know what? Remember, they are asking you about R. So how much will R fill? R will fill 1/4 of the tank. 1/4. Why? P and Q is filling 3/4. So can I say R fills the remaining? So when I say remaining, basically I'm telling you R fills 1/4 of the tank. Will you agree? Remaining is 1/4. So 1/4 of the tank. Correct? Think about it. R is filling the entire tank in 28 minutes. R is filling the entire tank in 28 minutes, right? So 1/4 of the tank, in how much time would it fill? How much time? Think about it. 28 divided by 4. Again, I repeat. R is filling the entire tank in 28 minutes. So 1/4 of the tank R would fill in how much time? In how much time? 28 by 4. So can I say that is 28 by 4, basically 7 minutes. 7 minutes. Correct? Now remember, all the pipes were open till 10 a.m. 10 a.m. And it means R was open from what time to what time? 9:53 a.m. to 10 a.m. Remember, R was open for 7 minutes and all the pipes were open till 10 a.m. So R was open from 9:53 to 10 a.m. What is the question exactly asking? How many minutes after this? This means after Q. How many minutes after Q should R be open? Should R be open? Remember, Q was opened at 9:49. Q was opened at 9:49. So when should R be open? R should be opened at 9:53. How many minutes after Q? 4 minutes after Q. 4 minutes after Q. That's your answer. That's your answer. Be very, very careful. Answer is not 7. Answer is not, question is not asking you how many minutes was pipe R open. That's not the question. Question is rather, what is the question? How many minutes after Q R was open? Remember, Q was opened at 9:49 and R is opened at 9:53. So how many minutes after Q? 4 minutes after Q. 4 minutes after Q. Got it? Tricky one, but I think it's very, very, very easy. Very easy, provided you think logically. Yes? Okay. So I think that's it for today. That's it for today. 2 announcements. Yes, anytime you have a doubt, right? Any doubt. Could be a YouTube question, could be a question on Unacademy. Make use of the Ask a Doubt feature on Unacademy. Just take a photo of the question, send it across using the Unacademy app. An expert from Unacademy is going to answer your query. And also the weekly scholarship test. This is something which can be accessed absolutely free, provided you register as a first time user. When I say first time user, I mean if you register with a mobile number which has not been registered on Unacademy before. And when you do so, you need to use the code, first time invite code they will ask you. You need to enter the code Parikshit Live. If you do that, you will get the Unacademy Combat and a lot of classes on Unacademy absolutely free. Yes? Okay, I think that's it. That's it for today. I'm going to see you again on Monday. Remember, the YouTube classes are Monday to Friday, 10:30 a.m. 10:30 a.m. Okay, Monday to Friday, 10:30 a.m. to 10:50 a.m. Every day, Monday to Friday. But tomorrow, 11:30 a.m., I'm going to take free special classes, free classes on Unacademy. On Unacademy, okay, not on YouTube, Unacademy. You can join me live there. Tomorrow, 11:30 a.m., LRDI for free. Okay, I'm going to see you then. Till then, goodbye and take care.